guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Moon Knight Episode 5. This episode came out on Wednesday and stars Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight. Now before we start, don't forget to like button, subscribe, the post notification bell so you know if for a video. Let's just start. Let's start talking about the good. So the opening recap of the previous episode, I thought it was good. It gives all the information of that previous episode in the beginning of this episode so that you can actually understand what happens throughout this entire episode. The opening sequence, I thought it was great. It's basically Stephen Grant, who is playing a mental patient, and Arthur Harrow, who is obviously playing the psychiatrist or the doctor. Their interaction is fantastic. I really liked Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke in this opening sequence. The interactions between Stephen Grant, Mark Spector, and the Egyptian Hippo character, great. I really like those interactions between the two different versions of Stephen Grant and Mark Spector, as well as the Hippo. The cafe sequence is one of the creepiest sequences in this entire TV show because it's basically filled with dead people with white eyes, and they're sitting in chairs, and it's very creepy. It feels like something Sam Raimi would do, which is exactly why I love that sequence. The relationship between Mark Spector and Stephen Grant is great. Of course, there are two different versions of a similar character. They have great interactions between each other in this episode. The reveals of Mark Spector and Stephen Grant. There are some reveals that happen with those two characters, and it works very well. As this is the second to last episode, of course, before the finale next week, these reveals of those two characters were very well done. There are some sad and intense sequences, especially the cave sequence, especially Mark Spector's brother. It's basically a backstory sequence with Mark Spector's brother. He drowns as a kid, and the mother starts blaming Mark for, of course, his brother dying. And, of course, he leaves when he's a teenager, and it just goes through that backstory of his character, and it's very intense and very sad. The reveal of the first interaction between Mark Spector and Khonshu, which is that Egyptian bird god, the reveal of their interactions before this episode, very well done. I really liked how Moon Knight is finally a character and how Mark Spector actually becomes the Moon Knight. The whole backstory sequence with Khonshu and Moon Knight, very well done. There are also great interaction between Stephen Grant, Mark Spector, and Arthur Harrow, but the psychiatrist version of Arthur Harrow. Arthur Harrow isn't really the character that we know from the previous episodes. He is basically a psychiatrist the entire episode, and it's great. And the relationship between those three characters and their banter between each other, very well done. The ending sequence, I thought it was good. It's basically a ship in the sand. Stephen Grant is left on the sand, then Stephen Grant turns to the sand. He basically turns into sand. That's basically what happens to Stephen Grant. And then Mark Spector is left on the ship, and he ends up in cornfields at the episode. Very weird. I don't really fully understand what was happening during that ending sequence, but I'm sure it's going to be revealed in the next episode. So that's about it. There's nothing bad about this episode. Moon Knight Episode 5 is a great continuation of Moon Knight, and I cannot wait to see the next episode, and I highly recommend it, and I'm going to give Moon Knight Episode 5 an A. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you know if your favorite video. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.